For many years, the Queen Mary served as a luxury liner and a transport ship during World War II. The Queen Mary was painted a hue that made her blend in with the wartime waters, earning her the nickname the Gray Ghost during the conflict, even if it wasn't meant at the time. During her reign, the Queen Mary transported affluent holidaymakers, impoverished stowaways, and seasick seamen. Given her past, it's not unexpected that she had a few deaths of her own. She is currently just under 50 years old. In fact, there are so many hauntings that the public is currently prohibited from entering specific areas of the ship. But for the paranormally curious, there are still haunted tours of the cabins and halls that house death. You can also lodge at the Queen Mary, but after reading this, you may have second thoughts. Of the numerous deaths, there was a young seaman by the name of John Henry who lied about his age to procure a position on the Queen Mary and was soon crushed to death while trying to flee a fire. To this day, knocks and bright lights can be heard around engine room 13, where the young man met his untimely death. It's even been reported that the door to the engine room is sometimes hot to the touch, or that mixed in with a ball of light are tendrils of smoke. You should avoid the pool area if you're afraid of eerie little girls like the ones in the shinny. A third-class girl decided to slide down the banister for some fun, but she was unprepared for the abrupt wave that threw her off, breaking her neck in the process. Now, she looks around the nursery and pool area for her mother or her doll. But she's not by herself. Two more women who sadly passed away in the pool area in the 1930s and 1960s are occasionally spotted there. War always brings atrocities, but how about a cook that was cooked because the troops on board didn't like his meals? They stuffed him into the oven and burned him alive as a lesson for bad cuisine. His screams still echo his horrible death to this day. If you're still feeling brave enough to consider sleeping on the Queen, there was also a reported visitor that slipped a steward some cash in exchange for finding a willing female passenger to keep him company for the night. After stowing his luggage, a female companion was found and they retired for the night. In the morning, the man was missing from the dining hall, so the steward went to find him. What they found instead was the corpse of the female companion. They could not locate the male guest, his registration information for that room, nor his luggage, which people swore was checked and stowed. He simply vanished and left only a trail of blood and rumors. The Queen Mary is home to 49 deaths, but she was also surrounded by death. In an attempt to avoid enemy ships, she zigzagged her way into her companion ship, nearly cutting it in half, and was forced to leave 300 survivors in the water to be eaten by sharks or drowned. It is reported that mysterious pounding on the side of the Queen Mary is those men trying to signal to come on board. The in-house psychic, Peter James, claims that he has communicated with over 150 separate ghosts on the ship. Peter gives bi-monthly ghost tours of the ship and claims to have made numerous contact with various ghosts, including a few mentioned above. From the sheer number and type of deaths that occurred, it seems plausible. This is surely one of the most haunted places of modern time in America.